Have you ever wondered if some little things you do now might be making others uncomfortable? Maybe no one has the heart to tell you. As we grow older, it's easy to overlook certain habits or small changes in ourselves that people around us notice immediately. The truth is, these things can stand out far more than we realize, sometimes leaving an impression much stronger than we intend. In this video, my modern and unstoppable seniors, we're going to explore 5 ugly things seniors do in old age that everyone notices, but nobody tells you about, and more importantly, how to fix them. This isn't about making you feel bad, it's about helping you see yourself with fresh eyes so you can make simple changes that boost your confidence and help you feel proud of the way you present yourself. Before we dive in, drop the first letter of your name in the comments below and add a heart. It's a simple way to bless your wellness journey and let us know you're here, walking this path with us in the Wellness for Modern Seniors community. Number 1. Ignoring personal grooming. One of the clearest things people notice as we age, but rarely mention, is when personal grooming begins to slip. At first, it might seem minor, forgetting to trim nails, letting hair grow wild between cuts, missing a spot shaving, or not noticing food on your face. Our bodies change as we age, and sometimes it becomes harder to realize when you need a quick touch-up or a little freshening up. But here's the thing, those little details add up. Friends, family, even neighbors may quietly wonder if you're still taking pride in yourself, even when inside you feel the same as always. They might notice an unbuttoned collar that stays that way all day, or shoes that have seen better days. Though they stay polite, their silent questions are there. Are you okay? Why does grooming matter so much? Because it sends a silent message about how you feel inside. Taking a few extra minutes each day to tidy up tells the world and yourself that you respect who you are. And that self-respect never goes unnoticed. People, whether family, friends, or strangers, feel more comfortable and positive around someone who looks like they care about the little things. Let me share a story. I once knew a man named Frank in his early 70s. Frank was always sharp as a tack, especially with his appearance. But after a health scare, he began to neglect parts of his routine. His neighbors noticed but didn't want to seem rude by mentioning it. When Frank finally realized and took time to tidy up again, he said it felt like folks treated him with more warmth and attention. Just because he cared about those little details, the ones that speak louder than we think. Remember, this isn't about vanity or trying to look younger. It's about showing respect for yourself and the people around you. Number 2, complaining. Too often. This one quietly stands out, but few will ever tell you. Complaining can slip into our daily conversations so easily, almost without us noticing. Maybe it starts small, a comment about the mail being late, the clerk at the store not being friendly enough, or frustration with aches and pains that naturally come with age. But over time, those small remarks can build into a pattern people pick up on even if they never say anything. And here's the tricky part. They may not even realize how much it affects how they feel when they're around you. Slowly, they start to associate your presence with negativity. And that's not what any of us want. People tend to gravitate toward those who lift them up, who make them feel good about themselves in the world. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. Life isn't perfect. But there's a big difference between honestly sharing struggles and getting caught in a loop of constant grumbling. What happens is people stop seeing the warm, wise person you are. Their minds get clouded by the tone of your words. They care deeply about you, but don't know how to say it. The steady stream of complaints wears them down. It's easier for them to nod politely or quietly change the subject, all while feeling a bit more drained each time. Let me tell you about Harold, an 80-year-old man I once knew. Harold had a heart of gold and a sharp mind. But after his wife passed, he started to see the world through a gloomier lens. His friends loved him dearly, but over time, visits became less frequent. Not because they stopped caring, but because every conversation seemed to revolve around what was wrong. Harold didn't realize this at first. To him, he was just being honest, sharing his day. One afternoon, his granddaughter gently pointed out something powerful. When he talked about good memories, everyone leaned in and smiled. That moment was a turning point for Harold. He made an effort to balance his stories, sharing joys and gratitude alongside struggles. And wouldn't you know, his visitors stayed longer, laughed more, and left with lighter hearts. Here's the lesson. The words we choose, especially as we age, shape not only how others see us, but also how we feel about ourselves. When we focus on what's still good in life, when we make room for small moments of joy and kindness, people feel that energy. They want to be near it. It's not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing what we shine a light on. So next time you feel the urge to share another complaint, pause and ask yourself, is this the story I want to tell today? Could I balance it with something hopeful, something kind? That simple choice can change how connected you feel to the people around you. If something in this message speaks to your heart, go ahead and tap that like button. It blesses your journey and helps bring this message to other modern and unstoppable seniors who need it too. If you haven't already, subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a care tip tailored just for you. Number 3, interrupting or dominating conversations. Here's something that many seniors don't realize, but it quietly changes how people relate to them. As we grow older, it's natural to want to share our hard-earned wisdom and stories from a life well lived. That eagerness to connect is beautiful. It shows you care. But sometimes this enthusiasm can lead to interrupting others or steering conversations toward our own experiences a little too often. This isn't about rudeness or selfishness. Most often it comes from a genuine desire to relate and connect. Yet the people around us, especially younger family members or friends, can start to feel overshadowed. They might hold back their thoughts or stop sharing altogether simply because they feel there's no room left for their voice. And sadly, they rarely say this directly. Instead, they smile, nod politely, and slowly pull away. This subtle shift can be heartbreaking because everyone, no matter their age, wants to feel heard and valued. When we interrupt or dominate conversations, even with the best intentions, we may unintentionally send the message that what others say isn't as important. The signs can be easy to miss. A grandchild who stops telling stories, a friend who becomes quieter during coffee, a neighbor who listens but no longer shares. They're not upset with you. They're just adjusting, trying to find space for themselves. Meanwhile, we might be missing precious chances to learn from them and to see the world through their eyes. I remember my old friend Walter, who was in his early 80s. Walter was full of fascinating stories from decades of teaching and community leadership. But over time, his stories began to take over every visit. His children started calling less, not because they loved him less, but because they felt they couldn't get a word in. When Walter finally noticed, it stung, but it also opened his eyes. He started practicing the art of listening, asking questions first, letting others share before he spoke. The result? His family began seeking him out more, eager to hear his thoughts, because they knew he would also take time to truly hear theirs. Remember, conversations are a two-way street. No matter how much experience we bring to the table, the gift of listening is one of the most powerful ways to show respect and love. It tells people, I see you. I value what you have to say. Number 4, neglecting your posture and body language. This one might surprise you, but it speaks volumes, even without words. As the years pass, our bodies naturally change. We might start to slouch, shoulders roll forward, and our movements slow down. You may not notice, but others do. Posture and body language are like silent signals. When they shift, the message we send changes too. Poor posture can give the impression of low energy, low confidence, or even sadness and defeat. That's not who you are, my modern and unstoppable seniors. The good news is, it's never too late to improve your posture, and with it, the way you feel and how others see you. Simple things like standing tall, pulling your shoulders back, and walking with purpose can make a big difference. Good posture doesn't just change what others see, it changes how you feel inside. There's a reason people say, stand tall like you mean it. It's because your body language sets the tone for your day. Try this. Every morning, spend a minute stretching your back and chest. Remind yourself to hold your head high and shoulders back. Not only does it boost confidence, but it also reduces aches and helps prevent falls. Your body is your lifelong companion. Show it some love by keeping it strong and proud. Number 5, withdrawing emotionally or becoming less present. One of the hardest changes that can happen as we age is slowly pulling back from the people around us. Maybe it's a quiet retreat from social gatherings, fewer phone calls, or a reluctance to share what's really on your mind. This emotional withdrawal can happen for many reasons: loss, fear, feeling misunderstood, or simply feeling tired. But here's what most people won't tell you. When you withdraw, even unintentionally, it sends a signal to those who care about you that you're becoming distant. Loved ones may begin to feel shut out, unsure how to reach you or what you need. And over time, this can strain relationships that once brought joy and comfort. The good news is that reconnecting emotionally doesn't require huge gestures. Sometimes it's the small moments that matter most. A smile, a simple, "How are you feeling today?" or just sitting together in quiet companionship can rebuild bridges. Remember, being present isn't about always having the right words. It's about showing up with your heart. When you open up, you invite others in, and that connection feeds both your soul and theirs. Try this. Make a daily habit of reaching out, even if it's just a short message or a call. Share a memory, ask a question, or express gratitude. These small acts keep your relationships alive and remind everyone, including yourself, that you matter deeply. Bringing it all together. My modern and unstoppable seniors, these 5 habits might seem small or invisible at times, but they shape how the world sees you, and more importantly, how you see yourself. Ignoring personal grooming, complaining too often, dominating conversations, neglecting posture, and withdrawing emotionally. These are all things that can quietly weaken your connections and confidence. But here's the beautiful truth. None of these habits define you. You have the power to notice, adjust, and grow. Taking care of yourself, your relationships, and your attitude isn't about perfection. It's about love. Love for yourself and those around you. By making simple changes, you open the door to deeper joy, stronger bonds, and a life that feels vibrant and full. If you found value in this message, please comment below with the first letter of your name and a heart. Let's bless your wellness journey together in the Wellness for Modern Seniors community. If you haven't yet, subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a care tip designed just for you. And please give this video a like. It's a small act that helps bring this message to other modern and unstoppable seniors who need it just as much as you do. Thank you for being here, for your wisdom, your courage, and your unstoppable spirit. Until next time, take care, stay well, and keep shining your light.